Clairvoyant circles from the mid-century archives recorded a single sentence again and again. A measured breath, taken with intention, stopped more fear than any hurried counsel could. I have spent years sifting those case files, handwritten notes, summarized stenographies, marginalia that smelled faintly of tobacco and lavender. And what emerges is a surprisingly simple tool that recurs across decades. A 60-second breathing pattern that, when paired with a quiet intention, instantly quiets the nervous system. This technique is the proven stress killer recorded repeatedly in the Cayce archives. I will show you how this single minute of practice opens the evening to clearer dreaming and safer self-exploration. Here is the 60-second proven breathing technique. For a full, quiet minute, follow this measured sequence which quickly modulates your heart rate and shifts you into a parasympathetic rhythm. Inhale gently through the nose for 4 counts. Hold with soft fullness for 2 counts, only if comfortable. Exhale slowly through the nose for 6 counts. Then pause softly for 2 counts. Continue this cycle without forcing. Perform this practice once now and feel the immediate shift from anxiety to presence before we proceed. If you want to stay with me through the full explanation of the archived cases and the complete nightly routine, please take a moment to subscribe and like. If this exploration speaks to you, leave a note in the comments about your own sleep experiences. Those exchanges help me find more material to bring to light. The reason this protocol works resides in the way the sleeping mind operates. The archived work I reference frames nightly travel not as one loose dreamscape, but as a journey through 3 nested dimensions: the borderland, terra de frontera, the Akashic library, and the highest realm, healing temple. The stress and panic of the waking world disrupt the entry point to the first dimension, but the breathing technique acts as a grounding anchor. First, the borderland. This is the immediate transitional seam between the felt body and the roaming self, a place of textures often prone to jolts or panic. In archived reading C-27-1934, a man identified only as the businessman described his bed as a receding cliff. The file goes on to record that when a practitioner guided him to simple rhythmic breathing and to visualize the silver cord as a warm rope tied at his navel, his borderland visit steadied. He ceased waking in terror. Application: if your borderland feels jagged, stabilize the body with the 60-second breath and feel the contact of the mattress at 3 or 4 points of the body. Second, the Akashic library. Imagine a vast reading room where each life, emotion, or pattern has a book bound in light. In archived reading N58-1948, a nurse described entering a high, cool hall where rows of books were arranged by color and emotion. The file reports that she was able to sit with an image of a childhood promise, and when she awoke, she had a new sense of compassion for decisions she had blamed herself for. Application: approach the Akashic as an investigative corridor. Before sleep, set a clear, bounded intention such as, "I seek clarity about the decision I face." Keep a notebook by the bed to record images upon waking. The archives emphasize the power of framing your intention to guide your experience. Third, the highest realm or healing temple. A particularly striking vignette in file H-041952 involves the mother, who was carrying prolonged bereavement. Her recorded experience describes entering a room of soft, warm light where kind presences sat with open palms. She reported an easing in the chest and gained the courage to speak to family members she had avoided. Application: approach such realms with humility and safety. Set an intention of protection, invite in a particular guide or white light, and remain connected to the body via the silver cord. The archived readings also include files that describe entanglement, nightmares that persist beyond sleep, exhaustion, or intrusive images labeled as earthbound or parasitic impressions. The recommended response was neither mystic warfare nor isolation. It was community, grounding, and measured practice. The records note that repeating a short protective ritual with a trusted friend or in a group made the difference between removal and escalation. With that comprehensive context, I want to give you the practical nightly routine that synthesizes what the archives taught me, anchored by the safe breathing technique. This is not a promise of cure, but a protocol for containment and healing. If you suffer severe anxiety, intrusive memories, or psychotic symptoms, seek professional help. Use these practices as adjuncts, not replacements. First, prepare the body. Lie down or sit with a straight spine. Notice 3 anchor points where the body meets the surface: the back of the head, the shoulder blades, and the sacrum. Second, set a clear, ethical intention. Speak a sentence quietly, aloud, or in mind, such as, "I intend to rest and to receive whatever is for my healing." The archives repeatedly mark intention as the filter that steers attention in dream states. Third, perform the 60-second breathing technique, 4-2-6-2. This full minute of measured breath keeps you in a parasympathetic rhythm, reducing panic and allowing images to enter with less charge. Fourth, visualize a protective field. See, as you breathe, a soft white light pooling at your heart and expanding outward. Or imagine the silver cord warming at your center and threading up past the crown. Fifth, close with journaling or a simple notation. Keep the bedside notebook and, if an image or feeling arises after the exercise, write a single line about it. This names the experience and places it back in a waking context. Let me read you one more vignette that ties these steps together. In an archived reading marked R11-1939, a hospital orderly haunted by wartime reports recorded a sequence of events that began with the breath. Guided by the pattern above, she described seeing a small white temple with a single lamp, within which she saw a symbol of innocence. The orderly reported fewer awakenings and a clearer boundary between her day work and night rest. The archives argue, modestly but insistently, that the nightly journey can be shaped. It is not fate, it is practice. To make that practical for you, choose one single nightly habit to adopt, the 60-second breathing with intention. Do it for a week and take note. Does your waking mood shift? Do your dreams arrive with less charge? A brief safety reminder recorded across multiple files. If you have a history of severe mental illness, seizures, or dissociative episodes, consult a licensed clinician before trying altered state practices. If a practice yields panic, intense derealization, or persistent intrusive imagery, stop and seek professional guidance. If you want a final, portable script to carry with you, here it is, in plain language you can memorize. Lie down, notice 3 anchor points, set a short intention. For 60 seconds, breathe in 4, hold 2 if comfortable, out 6, pause 2. Visualize white light expanding, open your notebook when you wake. Its power lies in repetition. Tonight, as you try this for the first time, notice the quality of the breath, soft, unforced, like rainfall on a window pane. If you find benefit, share a line in the comments about what shifted in your waking mood.